what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the perfect palette tag. Now I got this idea from a beautiful young lady here on YouTube. Her name is Courtney Nicole, and I'll leave her channel down below in my description box. I have not seen this video on YouTube. Like, I have not seen it, and I just ran across her channel. I forgot what I was searching for that day, but her channel popped up and that video popped up, the perfect palette tag. So I was like, that is a tag that I would love to do because I have so many eyeshadow palettes that it's just crazy. Well, let's not even talk about that. But that is the perfect tag. Like, that is the perfect video that I can do on my channel because I want to show you guys, you know, not all of my palettes, but, you know, just palettes that goes with this tag. I don't know how to describe it, but so yeah, I ran across her channel and I saw her video on this tag and I just loved it, so I wanted to go ahead and put it on my channel, and I hope you guys can upload this video as well because I would love to see your perfect palette tag as well. So I do have my little list right here that has all of my palettes and, you know, that goes with each category. So if you're not familiar with what the perfect palette tag is, it's basically a tag describing each eyeshadow palette that you have. You know, it'll say like what is your, you know, the best color payoff palette, the, you know, your biggest regret palette, stuff like that. So I do have my list here and it has 8 categories. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off. So the first one is, now this is asking, you know, palettes that are in your current collection. It's not asking you, you know, eyeshadow palettes that you don't have. So if you are gonna do this tag, you have to name the eyeshadow palettes that you currently have in your collection. So the first one is best packaging. Now I had a hard time, you know, trying to find which palette has the best packaging because they all are so cute, but I did narrow it down and I picked, of course, the Too Faced chocolate bar palette simply because it looks like a chocolate bar and I love chocolate, and of course it smells like chocolate. So Too Faced chocolate bar palette. Okay, next on the list is what is the best color payoff. Now I have so many eyeshadow palettes that have really pigmented eyeshadows in them, but I did narrow it down again and I picked the NYX Avant Pop eyeshadow palette. I have not really been using this a lot. I like to use this, you know, in the springtime and summertime simply because the colors are so vibrant. But this palette, out of all of my eyeshadow palettes, I would have to say has the best color payoff because the colors are so pigmented, like a little bit goes a long way. So this one wins for the best color payoff. Okay, next on the list is the most versatile eyeshadow palette, and I would have to say, even though I wanted to pick my Too Faced chocolate bar palette, since I've already picked that one for a category, I'd have to go for my Too Faced Stardust eyeshadow palette. Vegas Nay created this palette, of course, the beautiful Vegas Nay. She created this eyeshadow palette and I am obsessed with this eyeshadow palette. I say it's very versatile because it has so many colors that you can work with. Yeah, like you can do a summer look, spring look. I know I say this like in all of my videos, but it is so true. Like, you can do so many looks with this palette, and I tend to go for a neutral eye. This palette is one of my palettes that I reach for every single day, basically. I love the color Girls Night. This is one of my favorite colors in the eyeshadow palette. And also I love Jackpot. Now let me ask you guys this: if you have this palette, maybe I'm the only one that feels like this, but the color Jackpot, I feel like this is like a loose pigment type eyeshadow because every time I dip my brush in it, it's very, like, the eyeshadow is so loose and so dusty, but it's gorgeous. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a really gorgeous color, but it is so powdery and it comes off on my brush really easily, so I have to really be really light-handed with that color. Again, that is in Jackpot, but I love this palette. Like I said, this is the one that wins for the most versatile eyeshadow palette. Is it versatile or versatile? whatever. Okay, the next one is best for traveling. Now this one was a really easy one, and of course I know a lot of you are going to agree with me on this one. And I find the best eyeshadow palettes that are, you know, best for traveling are your Z palettes, because you know you can take out your eyeshadow palettes. I do have two Z palettes. I have a bigger one and also have a little bitty one. This one has my Carity eyeshadows in it, which I will link a link down below that has a really good coupon for these eyeshadows. These are actually dupes to the MAC eyeshadows, so I do have a awesome coupon code for you guys if you want to get your hands on these eyeshadows. And this one has most of my Makeup Geek eyeshadows in it. Now, the reason why I say this is the best for, you know, traveling is because you can take these eyeshadows out. If you have a lot of single eyeshadows, you can actually put the ones that you'll need, you know, if you are traveling. Just put the ones that you'll need in this, and you can also put blushes in here, and you can also put, you know, if you have any concealers that are, you know, that are single, or any concealers or blushes or I don't know, foundations that, you know, that are magnetic, you can stick them in here and just go. So I think this is perfect for traveling. Okay, and the next one is the biggest regret. Now, I don't really have a biggest regret in my eyeshadow palette collection because I love all of them, and I am, you know, I'm really happy that I did, you know, get my hands on all of them. But if I had to narrow down to just one, I would say my e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. Now, this is one of the most inexpensive palettes that I have in my collection. But the reason why I say it's my biggest regret is because the colors are so chalky. Like, they are not pigmented at all. All of the colors in here are very, very, very chalky. Even if I put a little bit of Fix Plus on it, it's really like, I don't know, they separate, the colors separate. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I feel like even if I do apply a little bit of my Fix Plus to my brush and then apply this eyeshadow to my eyelid, the colors, they kind of separate. I think this has to be my biggest regret that I ever purchased, and this palette was like $3 or $4. So I love the colors, but I don't like, you know, how it goes on. It's not pigmented at all, and it's very, very chalky. So I do regret purchasing this. Okay, and the next one on the list is the palette with the best color names. Now, this one was a very easy one, and I would have to say my Stila Mind eyeshadow palette. These names to the shadows are so, it's very, very cute. Like, I love the names. It's very inspirational. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys each name, and I'll also show you which ones they are. So starting from here over and then down, this one right here is called Brilliance. This one right here is called Instinct. And this white shade right here is called Reason. This plum, beautiful plum shade right here is called Imagination. This really nice mauve looking shade is called Observation. And this really light shade right here is called Thinker. And then this one right here is called Genius. This one, this orange, really pretty orange color is called Wit. And then this other light shade right here is called Creativity. And then this really pretty burgundy shade is called Understanding. This burnt orange, deep burnt orange rust color is called Perception. And then this last color, this is a really pretty peach pinky shade. This is called Intellect. So I love the names of each of these shadows. I thought it was very, you know, it goes with the eyeshadow palette Mind. So I really love this palette. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes because it's all matte and the colors are gorgeous and they blend so well. So the Stila eyeshadow palette in Mind is the one with the best names. Okay, and the next one is the one that is least used. And I feel so bad when I show you guys which one is my least used because this palette was so hyped up that it's ridiculous, but I barely use it. And that is the Urban Decay Naked Smoky eyeshadow palette. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've used this palette one time and that was in a makeup tutorial. And I feel so bad about saying that, but yes, I've used it one time because I feel like all of my eyeshadow palettes I have deep colors in it that I can do a smoky eye with, but I don't use it that much because I feel like every eyeshadow palette that I own is gonna have that one color in it that I can create a smoky eye with. And sometimes I do forget about this palette, so that's why I haven't really been using it. But don't get me wrong, I love this palette. It's gorgeous. The packaging is amazing, but I barely use it. But yeah, the Naked Urban Decay eyeshadow palette is the one that I barely use, so yeah. Alright, and the last one is the one that is most used. And this one was pretty easy because I reach for this palette every single day, especially when I'm going to work. And that is my Sonia Kashuk matte eyeshadow palette. And I purchased this from Target, and I have been connected to this thing every single day. I love the colors in it. The colors are gorgeous. They blend so easily, and some of them are so creamy that it's ridiculous. Like, I use these colors right here are the ones that I reach for the most. Now, if I want to do a really smoky, smoked out look, I definitely reach for this black right here. But these colors are great everyday colors, and I just love this palette. So this is the Sonia Kashuk palette, and it is called Eye on Neutral Matte. So if you are, interested in getting this palette, you can get it from Target. Okay, so that was my perfect palette tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the concept of this video. I would love to see you guys' perfect palette tag. So if you do a video on this, definitely let me know, because I would love to see this video. It was really fun going into my palette drawer and just reaching in and getting palettes that, some of the palettes that I kind of forgot about, and then some that I really love. So I think that is all I have to say. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. It is a little red subscribe button that says subscribe. So don't forget to hit that button to stay up to date to my videos. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.